fouls the ball. This lets Nota get into the circle. It's good play there, but the ball, that was very poor play by the Australian defenders. Again, that nervousness I spoke about. Again, they're blocked in by Argentina. The one-on-one into the circle. Good play. Hawkes comes out through Hudson. Nicky Hudson, formerly Nicky Mott. She loses the ball. That's really obstruction. I would imagine it's going to be a free hit. The umpire calls play on. As Hawkes comes out, using a great experience and a great skill. But again, the Argentine players mob her, gang tackle. There will be a warning by umpire Leland Farrell. Argentina have had a lot of green cards. They've already had 7. They've got 2 more in this match. That brings them up to 9. That puts them a long way in front of the Australian team that have 1 green card only. No yellows, no reds. So Argentine players more than happy to give away a professional foul and get the green card. I'm sure the Australian coaching staff are well aware that Australian girls will have to move quickly, avoid the congestion, shift the ball from side to side to avoid getting involved in confrontation with these Argentine players. Here's Moneto. Unfortunately, she kicks the ball, so it'll be a free hit. Taken quickly by Morris to Hawkes. Hawkes will be looking for Gerard on the right wing. Gerard hotly pressed by Asiga. And Argentina already have every player behind the ball. The intention of the Australian team to play the ball through the lines. Here's Smith. Goes on her own to Hudson. He pulls back inside. She'll look for Morris. No, uses a dummy. Gets herself into all sorts of trouble, but she's clever enough to get outside to Smith. But again, Argentine defender stood the test of time. Very, very strong. Dobson gets the ball over to Australia from the sideline. One of the problems the Australians will have is if they try to play against this team in a confined space where Argentina will get numbers around the ball. There we see Neta, the centre striker, back helping in defence. Seeger allows the ball to be played back to her. She's the playmaker. They go to the right half position with Ferrari. We look for Massotta, but Massotta's closely attended by Skirving. Free hit taken quickly. It's a one-on-one. The umpire, you hear the boos of the crowd in front of me. The umpire ruled the ball wasn't exactly on the sideline. Of course, players would know that in the Netherlands and Germany in particular, they're quite pedantic about free hits being in exactly the right position. And they'll punish you if you don't comply, so the players would already know that. Space for the Hockeyroos. Provide space to this Hockeyroos team. They know they're going to be in trouble. They technically can't match them for skill, but once they get into attack, they are really quite dangerous. There's an opportunity. The intention from Gerard to Trini Powell was a good intention. Bust open the lines, burst through. I would think that one of the things the Australians wouldn't want to do today would excessively dribble the ball. But in fact, get the ball and move it. They don't want to get involved in a dribbling situation with the Argentine players. Now here's Gerard. She'll be looking for Dobson out wide. Smith is outside her. In the circle is Powell. There's an opportunity for Powell. Could not quite get a stick on the ball, but Brooke Morrison came in and hit the ball on the wrist. Hit the ball, chipped it up into Hawkes' wrist. You see her, there's the pass. Hawkes makes the trap and goes behind her. Watch Morrison come in and try to hit this on a reverse. And Hawkes is hit on the wrist. She's still flicking her wrist. Seems like it's okay. But in saying that, when Jackie Britton got hit on the knee 2 days ago by Stacey, everybody in the stadium thought that was nothing. And you find that he's now out of hockey for 8 weeks with his leg in plaster with a cracked knee. So never take these things too lightly when you get hit with the ball. But Hawkes looks to be all right. gold medals, World Cup gold medals already, 2. She's got 2 Olympic, 2 gold, and heaven knows how many other gold medals from other tournaments. In fact, this is the first tournament the Hockey Roos have played in since 1993 where they're not playing off for the gold medal. So that's a new experience for some of them. Great trap by Powell, but full credit to the Argentine defender. Come out through Masada. Masada plays the ball inside to Amar. Tries to play the ball around Bianca Langham. Langham, very good tackle. Star is on in the centre midfield role. So is Mitchell Kavanagh as Smith goes off. His Towers. One-on-one with Kavanagh. Played as well as she would have liked. Argentina come out through Margalotta. Good pass, looking for number 8 in the Argentine line. She plays the ball in the circle. She's on her own, but she tries the sweep shot rather than trapping the ball and looking back. She tries to have a quick shot. When you look at the statistics, Argentina have had 2 opportunities to score, and Australia really won. So the Australian defence on 2 occasions has been exposed at the back. As we see Hawks breaking away down the left. Powell gets the opportunity. Oh, there's an error by the Argentine player. She fell over. Trini Powell along the goal line, but Asiga, the sweeper, dives as he's in the red headband. Her hair tied. The ball is played in the circle by Morris. Jenny Morris. Oh, that was clever, deliberately over the goal line, but the umpire didn't even look about whether it was deliberate. Very clever by Ferrari to get away with it. No question she played the ball deliberately over the goal line. Just expertly turned the ball over the goal line for a long corner. That's what Richard Charlesworth was going on about at the press conference last Wednesday. Becoming a skill that people are using in hockey now, where they use all their skills to make it look like it's accidental, but they in fact play the ball deliberately over the goal line. He wasn't happy about it. It's Masada. She'll break away down the right. Quick. She tries to play the ball inside to number 8, Aymar. Also with the blue headband and the hair tied up. Hawks, acting captain at the moment. Not Hawks, I'm sorry, Star. She's got the ribbon on her back, the captain, which is interesting because Hawks is still on the pitch. Of course, Richard Charlesworth likes to do this with the Hockey Roos. Share the responsibility, the leadership responsibility. Good opportunity for Australia to go forward then, but the pass by Star was out of reach of Mitchell Kavanagh and over the goal line. So after 21 minutes of play still remaining, 14 minutes approximately has gone. The score is still 0-0, with 2 opportunities created by the Argentine forwards and 1 half chance by Michelle Hawks. Australia have had territorial advantage, but probably Argentina created the 2 best opportunities. Tackle by Lisa Carruthers, who's come on at left half. Free hit will be taken quickly, but it wasn't 5 yards. Ball would be advanced 10 metres, the penalty. Again, Carruthers takes it quickly. Julian Towles on the left wing, looking inside, plays the ball, but again, Asiga gets a foot in the way, get their stick in the way, get their body in the way. They've got every intention to stop the rhythm from this Australian lineup. They don't want the Australian players to get any flow into their game at all. Now, a problem that I can see for the Australian lineup already, to play too much on the left-hand side. Their right wing attack is virtually being nil, and that's a problem when you play teams like Argentina, who would like you to play on their strength side. So in other words, what they perceive to be Australia's weak side, which they believe to be their left. Get numbers around the ball. See that indecision. Again down the left, here's Hawks. Netta, number 9, back on the top of the circle. They're just defending in numbers, hoping to catch Australia on the breakaway. Of course, those people who are wondering why the Hockeyroos aren't in the gold medal game later today, they lost to Germany and they lost to the Netherlands. And when you lose 2 matches in the Champions Trophy, it's more than likely you're not going to be playing for the gold medal. But I just get the feeling that Richard Charlesworth's not so concerned about that. He's more concerned about how the team is playing. There's a lovely little overlap by number 15 Hernandez. Plays the ball into space, but the pass wasn't good enough. Hernandez. Yes. It's good if you can get away with it. The Argentinian girl went forward, took the free hit, hoping that the umpire wouldn't notice, but Lisa Carruthers correctly reminded the umpire that it actually was the Australians' free hit. There's Hawke, free hit taken quickly. There's Towers. Now here's a chance on the right-hand side. But again, they try to go through the top of the circle. Here's Towers again, playing the ball. But again, on the forestick of the Argentine defenders, that's not the way to play them. They get big numbers at the top of the circle and try to make you, they want you to go through the top where they've got the numbers. And at the moment, that's exactly what the Australian players are doing. Look, Morrison on the free hit. Gets the ball to Starr. Carruthers is outside her. Starr runs forward. Try to play the ball in the circle. But there is Hernandez defending. Netta with the red headband pulls the ball through Dobson's feet. Breaks away. Drags. Good player in there. Nice skills. She's the leading goal scorer for Argentina with 4 goals. That's my statistician, Scott Goodhart from Australia. Feeds me the vital information. It's great to have Scott here, and if we get some headsets for him, it'll even be better. He'll be able to join me in the commentary position. But we have Hudson breaking through to Starr. Now this looks more like it. There's Hawkes on the outside. Can she get the ball in the circle? But again, that delay. There's Morrison. But again, they don't get the ball in the circle. They're making it very difficult for themselves, taking a long time to play the ball forward. Again, Argentina get there in numbers. By the time Luke Morrison got the ball under control, this is Luke Morrison, number 12, according to the Hockeyroos lineup by Richard Charlesworth. Youngest player in the lineup. We could see the Australian team doing a lot of hard work in the attacking 25, but whether they can get into the circle will depend on how intelligent they use the ball, how they run off the ball. Sega takes the ball back, play the ball out wide to Margalotta. Margalotta looking for like Ferrari. Whether she runs like one is another story, but she's a very good player. She'll play the ball again on the right-hand side. And there's Starr, very experienced campaigner Katie Starr. Thought it was her free hit. But it will be a free hit to Ferrari. 4, there's Kate Starr organising the defence. To the 92 Olympics, Coach Brian Greencross with the 96 Olympics. Charlesworth is the coach. He's got the gold medal. The trophy cabinet at home, as has Lisa Carruthers. Here's Lisa Powell in that lineup. Subsequently, now here's a chance for Australia. Mitchell Taverner on the breakaway, but look at those Argentinas streaming back. Mitchell Taverner, dummies, inside, plays the ball. Here's a chance for Tao. Made it hard for herself by going on her reverse. There's the ball. Chance for Hudson. Plays the ball, but it'll be a penalty corner. But Julia Towers made it very hard for herself. That's Hudson on your screen. Watch here. We'll see the ball play to the top of the circle. They fumbled the ball there, and that's why there's a penalty corner. The first penalty corner for Australia. Bianca Langham, penalty corner striker, will come to the top of the circle, reminding people that Alison Annan is not in the lineup today. Takes the potency away from the penalty corner. Just look at Langham. Hits the ball, but run down by the Argentine defenders. The ball goes in the air. Ferrari's not happy. She's talking to the umpire. So there she is on your screen. Blonde hair, number sure what happened. The Argentine defenders are not happy. It won't make any matter many difference to Lynn Farrell, the umpire from New Zealand. She decided it's a penalty corner, number 3. As I watched there on the replay, the umpire was right there. Lisa Carruthers, stick trap at the top of the circle. There's Langham, play the ball. Flicked. Now here's an opportunity for Argentina. Oneta to Amar. She breaks down the right. In the circles of Nota. A one-on-one against Smith. She goes round Smith. Plays the ball in the circle. But such was the athleticism of Elisa Carruthers. One moment she was trapping the ball at the top of the circle. At the other, she ran the full 90 yards to get back to apply that tackle. That's wonderful, wonderful fitness and wonderful athleticism. Again, a free hit. Danger still for the Hockeyroos. There's a Seeger. Big sweep, not the big sweep, but the organiser comes up to take the free hit. That should be a 16-yard hit for Australia. Carruthers trying to get the ball away. She knows they have to get forward in numbers. There's Hudson running forward. On the left is Towers. But as I speak, Argentina already have 6 people back in defence. In fact, it's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 back in defence. I can see they've got the discipline to get back. There's Hawks. A chance. An opportunity to score. Another opportunity. Well defended by the Argentina. Richard Charlesworth throwing his arms in the air. But it's the 4th penalty corner by Lynn Farrell. It's being spoken to again. But there's 2 Argentine girls injured. We watch. There's the first shot. The ball goes in the air. Hawks again gets the ball. I'm not exactly sure why Australia got a penalty corner there, because the ball wasn't in the air very long, nor was it very high. Penalty corner number 5, Langham. Oh, she hits it very hard and it was deflected. But deflected wide. Bianca Langham then runs back. Already it's very obvious that the penalty corners lack the potency without Alison Annan on the pitch. But of course I'm sure Richard Charlesworth doesn't want to show up for his penalty corner variations in this tournament. Win a bronze medal, saving some of those for the Olympics. Seeger. Smith comes out, drags around one opponent, tries to play the ball across the Argentine player, but a very, very good interception by Romoldi as she runs forward, lays the ball back to number 2, running forward, Garcia, who's come on. An opportunity for Langham. Oh, but luckily the ball goes forward, can be kept in by Mitchell Taverner. Trini Power was free on the left-hand side. A beautiful pass. There's a chance for a goal, but a good goalkeeping. Hudson in. Oh, great play by the Australian Hockeyroos. Trini Powell didn't quite hit it as she would have liked, but what a pass from Mitchell Taverner right across the field, inside the circle. Notice the Argentine goalkeeper closed down the angle, and he defended it quite brilliantly. And Panisca, the goalkeeper from Argentina. Hudson missed the goal on the rebound opportunity. It was difficult, she was under pressure, but it's a very, very good opportunity. So already in this match we've had an opportunity by Hawks. Then Powell, Trini Powell, and of course Hudson. So Australian girls making that opportunity. Again, you see the Argentine players giving the ball back. The umpire is well aware of what's going on in this match in terms of the defensive strategy of the Argentine players. They've got everybody back. They're using every conceivable means to stop any flow being developed in this Australian forward line. Whether they can sustain that for 70 minutes is another matter, but this just gives everybody an indication of what's going to happen in the Sydney Olympics, where teams are going to defend and defend and do anything they can to take the rhythm out of the game. Very common knowledge amongst coaches around the world. Richard Charlesworth is obviously very aware of that. Very common knowledge that let the Australians play their own game. There's no one in the world who's going to beat them. So the coaches are very intent on putting together a strategy that gives their team some chance. You can't blame them for that. It's a question of how well the team will cope with that. There's Hawks, Hudson. But again, you see Argentina coming out. Oneta, number 9, the blonde hair, the red headband, 4 goals she scored. She's looking before she's been stopped in her track by Morrison. And Morrison's a tough competitor. She's only young, but very strong. She's already sat a few opponents on their backside in this tournament. If my memory serves me correctly, I think she's probably the only player who's had a card, the only card in the Australian team. But, her toughness would be a decided attribute in this cauldron of top international hockey. Now there's some great skill by Aymar, number 8 for Argentina. She can get something going with Aneta and Masota on the right wing, and the Australian defenders will have their work cut out. Still danger. Oh, good tackle by the Smith. Now this is where they have to punish them in this. Smith should cut through on the inside. Karen Smith is unsure where to go as Powell runs forward. Karen Smith probably should run forward. Again, it's an opportunity now for Garcia with the hair tube with the old ponytail. Almost got her hair plaited. A very nice ball to Garcia. Another one of the young players in this Argentine lineup who's been called into the training camp in Buenos Aires as part of the preparation for the Olympic Games in Sydney in less than 3 months now. She's only 18, Garcia, very young and obviously very experienced, but when you look at her record, the record book shows she has 30 odd caps, but the reality is she's played 30 times. How many minutes she's been on the pitch is another story. Aymar, number 8, very talented player, arguably one of the best players in the world today. Everyone here has been very impressed with her skills. Grimaldi plays the ball forward. Netta, the one-on-one, knocks the ball forward, but there's Starr. 6.5 minutes play remaining. Scoreboard is locked on 0-0. Here's a chance, 2-on-1 with Mitchell Taverner breaking away. But unfortunately for Australia, Hudson fell over at the most inopportune time. Argentina come out through Aymar, pulls outside, but she hasn't got any assistance either, but maybe she doesn't need it. Her skills are so good. She's run past 1, she's run past 2, she's run past 3, and number 13 has come on. Misa Tuki. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's only 21 years of age. I haven't seen her play before. She's only played, according to my record, about 2 internationals, so I'm sure we'll see her. Good play by Carruthers. It's changing the direction of the play, getting the ball away from the Argentine right side attack. As Oneta goes off and Masota comes back on. Aymar doing an absolute mountain of work. Again, Carruthers, she's having a wonderful game. All her experience is showing forth now. Here's Gerard, breaks away, Starr's free. The ball's played to Smith. So is Trinity Powell on the left wing. She's available, but immediately closed down by Asiga. But they're too good. Starr comes across the help, plays the ball back to Carruthers. She'll need to change direction. Morris is back on, but she tries to play the ball directly into the circle over 15 yards. And the Argentine defence can cope with that, no problem whatsoever. Morrison goes forward. There's that girl again. Aymar back inside, not on the right side of the circle, but on the left. She's covering a lot of territory. Good play by Smith. They're going to need to get through the lines. They try to push the ball all the time. They'll struggle to break through the lines. Here she is again. Aymar comes out through Masota. Masota looking on the right wing for number 15 in Hernandez. Hernandez confronted by Carruthers. Masotta. For others, a mountain of work to do on this side. Reaches in and knocks the ball away. Just under 4 minutes of play remaining in this half. Ball's played back to Ferrari. Ferrari to Asiga. Pushing forward. Powers. Good tackle from Juliet Powers. Doesn't get the free hit. Play on, calls the umpire. To Ferrari. There's Starr. Starr, tough. Uncompromising player. Thinks she deserves the free hit. Doesn't get it. Masotta. A great tackle by Carruthers. That is a free. Well done, Lisa Carruthers. Wasn't in the starting lineup. Wants to get the ball out. Comes out through Gerard now. Mitchell Kavanagh is free on the right-hand side. She needs support. There's not enough players going forward. They're all coming from behind. There's Morris. Tries to play the ball forward into the circle. That's a penalty corner. A beautiful pass from Jenny Morris to Karen Smith. And umpire Lynn Farrell from New Zealand has no hesitation. As you can see here, it's an ugly tackle on Karen Smith. And that's the 6th penalty corner. I'm sure Australia would love to convert one of these penalty corners before half-time. 2.5 minutes of play remaining. We might see a variation here. Argentina have only got 4 players back. A little bit of confusion in defence. They are permitted to have 5. They can have 4 if they wanted, but I'm sure at this moment they'd like to have the extra player back. Margalotta on the right-hand side. The ball's played into the circle. There's Morris. She goes, hammers the ball, but Antoniska, the goalkeeper from Argentina, plays the ball. I suspect with the glove and a stick. We watch here. The ball's played. Yes, with the glove and the stick over the goal line. Excellent goalkeeping. She looks like the Michelin man. She's got that much gear on, but they all dress like that today. So much padding. They need it, of course. That was Australia's 6th penalty corner. There's Smith at the top of the circle. Tries to drag around. Amata. Here she goes again. Amar. She's doing an absolute power of work. And what wonderful skills. She really is a very exciting player. Masotta. Garcia pulls the ball inside Bianca Langham. Langham will need to be careful. She's indicating to the player, to the umpire, in fact, that the ball, the stick was over her head. She wasn't happy about that. There's Hernandez, number 15, but playing the ball, trying to get a free hit. They want to get into the circle so they get a penalty corner. I'm sure of that. Up comes Asiga. Down go the Australian defenders. Down low, denying the space. Instead of pushing and shoving going in the circle, Hernandez is pushing Smith out of the line to try to create a space. And we saw it. Again, the ball goes into goal, but the goalkeeper, Rachel Anderson, has no problem. Come out through Gerard. Mitchell Kavanagh on the right-hand side. Looking forward, pulls inside. Now they've got the numbers going forward, Australia. Can they control it? Gerard gets the ball. She's going to play the ball into the circle. The ball, unfortunately, was lifted into the circle, and even though Trinity Powell got a stick on it, the goalkeeper defended the goal, and with just on 22 seconds of play remaining, looks very much like the score at half-time will be 0-0. I'm saying that in the last match, South Africa scored against New Zealand with 2 seconds of play remaining. Of course, South Africa went on to beat New Zealand 2-0. But in this match, at half-time in Amstelveen, as we see Jenny Morris come off, has a little word to say to the umpire. At half-time, the score is 0-0, and it's really been a match of very sound and very well thought out defensive tactics by the Argentine coaching staff. They've defended 6 penalty corners against the Australian team. Antoniska, the goalkeeper for Argentina, has made 2 or 3 very, very important saves. At the other end, the Argentina's had 1 penalty corner, but 2 very good goal-scoring opportunities, but both of them missed the post on the Argentine right-hand side, quite wide in fact, very poor shots at goal at the end. And at half-time at Amstelveen, it's Australia 0, Argentina 0. Hill.
Monday night football, when Victoria was the core of Aussie rules on the fields where football legends were made. Port Melbourne clash with Richmond. Monday night at 9 in the VFL on C7 Sport.
Round 13 in the Coca-Cola AFL Premiership Season 2000. Tomorrow morning at 8, the Brisbane West Coast Showdown. Then right after, the Power are playing for pride when they clash with a desperate Collingwood at 10:30. Magnificent mark. Tomorrow live at 2, the Fur will fly when the Cats battle the Dogs. The clash of hard men hocking in Liberatore. How did he do that? An aerial battle between King and Grant. See more footy. C7 Sport.
Go Harvey Norman for the latest in gaming machines. Hurry in for our exclusive Dreamcast bonus deal. Buy a Sega Dreamcast console and play the latest games. Experience graphics just like in the arcades. You can even get on the internet. Pay just $4.99 and get a Dreamcast carry bag valued at $29.95. Plus, you'll also receive Slave Zero valued at $89.95. That's right, the Dreamcast console with bonus carry bag and bonus Slave Zero, all for just $4.99. What a deal!
There's more to the new tax system than just the GST. From the 1st of July, every Australian taxpayer will get a tax break with cuts to personal income tax. A whole lot of unfair, complicated, hidden sales taxes will be abolished. Family assistance will be increased. Childcare benefits will be increased. Also from July 1, there'll be tax cuts and other benefits for people who invest their savings. Eligible self-funded retirees and pensioners with savings will get a break with untaxed savings bonuses. All government pensions and allowances will be increased and guaranteed to stay above the cost of living. It's a tax system that will move our country forward. Tax reform, because we shouldn't hold Australia back. Authorised by the Commonwealth Government of Canada.
All but 2 players again packed into the Argentine 25. Back into the 25 it goes. Oh, lovely ball, and that's it. Oh, what a brilliant goal. Oh, that was quite brilliant. Australian hockey at its very, very best. And worked on the right-hand side, and it was a brilliant finish. Well, you can see it there in front of goal eventually. It was Katrina Powell who finished it. Anyway, the hit is to Australia, and it's Alison Keith poised over the ball. It's it. It's driven in from the edge of the circle by Lisa Coronas, who's on the Australian captain. Start today. Now then, that's now how did that go in? To hear the ball from the crowd. It was right in front of the Argentine goal, but somewhere or other couldn't find its way in. So 1-0 it remains, and we go into the last 2 minutes. Beautifully taken again by Alison Mann. What a player she is. Are they going to get that goal? Now as it did. Oh, they certainly are. Wow, that was high class. Julie Towers getting the second goal, but it was really all about that marvellous bit of play by Alison Annan. But look at the pace and the power of that shot from Julie Towers. Great play. Many times Michelle Holmes. Governor, as you know, is. Stick work. Well, that is going to be a penalty corner. It was lovely play by Julie Towers on the right-hand side. But another Argentine injury, but the umpires didn't take too much notice of that, I have to say, without being too unkind. Players tend to be trifling with that at times. That was Magdalena Seaton. Good goalkeeping. Another penalty corner. was not too happy with that one. Decision made by Heike Berliner, German umpire. Australia's second penalty corner of the second. Never deception. Might still be in. Quite, but it looks very much as if it's going to be a penalty stroke. It is indeed. And well, you hope we'll be able to see why. There's the ball bouncing off the goalkeeper. Opportunity there, yes indeed. Just the ball was going in. They got the ball like that. So now opportunity for Australia to get their third goal. This stroke. I think difficulty actually placing the ball on the spot. That's how strong this wind is here. Oh, and a great effort by the goalkeeper. He wasn't quite able to get it. Jenny Morris has put it into the top corner of the net. But Mariella Antoniewska, I think, just managed to get a glove to it, or maybe a stick to it. It was a brave, brave effort. But Jenny Morris, with the stroke, makes it 3-0 to Australia. Into the last 10 seconds we go. I don't think there's ever any doubt that Australia will win this. So it's through. There goes the final hooter. So a second win in the tournament for Australia. 3-0.
Unbelievable. England trying to regain their Test cricket reputation.
He's got him.
Zimbabwe, a young and enthusiastic side. Catch highlights of the England-Zimbabwe Test Series tomorrow afternoon on C7 Sport.
Doesn't get any better than this. It's just as special as the first one.
Opportunities were created by Hawkes, Powell and Hudson. Couldn't get the ball in the net. 6 penalty corners, but again still couldn't get the ball in the net. And they're faced with a wall of Argentine players every time they go forward. This is a very disciplined Argentine lineup. You can see them gathering together. That's Ferrari, number 4, giving instructions to everybody. And she's talking about how they're going to get numbers behind the ball, delay. They're delaying, they're taking the rhythm out of the game. And players like Juliet Towers, number 28 on your screen, she needs to penetrate down the right wing, and Hudson on the other wing needs to do the same. They need to get there quickly before the Argentine can build that wall of defence. It's also timely to remind everybody that Alison Annan and Alison Peake are not in the 16 today. Alison Annan is resting in the grandstand with Alison Peake, and of course that's part of Richard Charlesworth's strategy to put the players on the line before he makes his final decision before the Olympics. He picks the Olympics team. He can only choose 16. There are 18 players here in Amstelveen. There's another Tier 3 home in Perth, so he's got an enviable task of reducing the number to 16. And part of that process is to play some of the players who he's still unsure about. You see Renita Farrell at centre striker. Sorry, that's not him. That was his maiden name. Her name's Renita Gerard now, of course. Jenny Morris over the ball, goes for the overhead. The ball bounces awkwardly play come through, but the Argentine players will be given the free hit because they have to have the opportunity to play it safely. Michelle Hawkes on the ball now, looking for Hudson on the left wing, plays the ball back inside, but there's that wall of Argentine players. They play the ball back inside, which is quite dangerous because Gerard is there, but you see the Argentine players again back in defence. Number 8, Aymar. Dark hair girl with a blue headband, inside forward. She's been an absolute star in this match. And every time she gets the ball, there is a danger that she's going to make something happen. And her work rate is just quite enormous. She's only about 22 years of age. She's going to be an absolute star of international hockey over the next year or so. Ball on the right-hand side. Dobson to Morrison, get the ball in the circle. Here's an opportunity for Morrison to take the free hit quickly. Oh no, the umpire's reversed, given the free hit to Argentina, so I don't know whether one of the players said something, but it's a free hit to Argentina taken by Asiga. She goes back to Margalotta, and there's the wall pass to Aneta. Fortunately for Argentina, it was out of the reach of the outstretched stick of Masota. Bianca Lagnanelli getting herself into difficulty with Angie Skirving at left half, plays the ball out. Jenny Morris, experienced defender, looking long, but again it was cut off by this resolute defence of the Argentinians. And the longer this game goes without the Hockeyroos scoring, the more danger it is on the score against them on the fast breakaway. Sure, if they get 1 or 2 goals, it'll open the game right up, force Argentina to come out. And once they come out and open the game up, that creates some space for the Australian Hockeyroos to play in. But until that happens, we're going to have this tough, uncompromising counter. It's going to require some very clever play by the Hockeyroos. Get the ball moving quickly. And sometimes it's better to allow the Argentine players to come out with the ball, take the ball off them, you can intercept, and then mount a counter-attack. That way they can't get the numbers behind the ball. Let's have a look and see what sort of strategies the Australians employ. As Argentina moves down the right-hand side, they love to play short with Ferrari, Siga. Aymar, very clever player. As I said, she goes round Hawks like she wasn't there. Runs around. Here they are, into the circle. They'll be looking for a foot. The ball's played out. Here's Morris. Morris plays the ball long. Towers to Hudson. Now Smith is running free on the right-hand side. If she drags inside and makes the pass, but it was too late. The Argentine players could see it just as I could. Ferrari gets the ball again. There's Aneta. Will she keep it in play? No. The Hawks. Hawks are looking for Gerard. Gerard's forced to go back inside. She needs to turn and come back. She does. To Dobson. Dobson overlapping down the right-hand side. Towers is in the circle, but so are 6 Argentine defenders. It's like the wall of China back there trying to break through. There it is again. Big numbers around the ball. Grimaldi. You have to give full credit to the coaching staff of Argentina. They've come here to play to win. Got some tactics they're going to employ. Whether or not the crowd like it is irrelevant. They're absolutely decided they're going to deny the space. Aymar comes out to Grimaldi. Grimaldi runs, chased by Towers. She breaks through that tackle. It's a good tackle. Hawks has the ball. They need to move the ball quickly. Smith's on her inside. There's Towers. Back to Hawks. Nice play, but again in a confined space. I'd like to see the Australians hit the ball over distance rather than trying to finesse all the time in this confined area. Aaron Smith's got the ball, but nowhere to go. Look at the congestion. Every Argentine player behind the ball. The idea from Dobson was fine, the execution wasn't as she would have wished. And another 16-yard for Argentina. Dobson pushes forward and she'll get a free hit. I'm not sure why, because it was an even contest. But the umpire's given her a free hit, which the Argentinian players are quite happy about because it allows them to get behind the ball. There's a chance for Karen Smith. She's pushed off the ball by Asiga, and there's a penalty corner. Penalty corner number 7. Definitely elbowed. There's been 2 of them, and the umpire's caught them. She's indicating to the player that you cannot push with your elbow. I must say I've seen worse that haven't resulted in a penalty corner, but Australia will take it. And we see at the top of the circle, Jenny Morris, Renita Gerard will stick trap, and Hudson is there. Now they go left for the 1. Going to play the ball back, but not. Oh, good tackle, but no. Umpire said no. It wasn't a clean tackle. Oneta down the side using her skills. She'll get a free hit. Now here's an opportunity. Might sound ridiculous, but when you give the Argentinians a chance to go forward, they go up with 5 or 6 players. Now if you can make an interception here and run the ball out of defence at speed, there's plenty of space behind their defence. They only really leave 2 or 3 players back. The trick is to get the ball, and of course while you get it from a free hit, that's fine, but it does allow the Argentine players to get behind the ball again. They need to switch the ball. Here, the ball is switched to Angie Skirving. Been very impressed with Angie Skirving in this tournament. I think she's certainly hasn't done her selection chances any harm at all. Now that's the chance for Gerard, but she needs to move the ball quickly and run quickly. If they're going to run with the ball, they need to move it quickly. They play the ball back, and there it is. They're dispossessed again. There's Masada. She gets the ball to Oneta. Play the ball back in the midfield. Ferrari. She'll get the free hit. Play on, calls the umpire. Good umpiring. Out wide to Masada. Masada gets the ball into the circle. It's a good trap by Dobson. Morrison comes out. Now they have an opportunity, but look at those Argentine players racing back in defence. Powell mistraps the ball in the air. It'll be a free hit to Australia. Asiga, the ice-cooled lady of the Argentine defence, plays the ball back and around. It ends up with Ferrari. The poor pass. Skirving has the ball. Comes out through Mitchell Taverner via Morris. The ball's played probably to Morrison on the right-hand side if they do it quickly. But no, again, there's that delay, and that's what they don't want to do. Yep, too slow and moving the ball forward. She looks tired, Jenny Morris. Good play by Hawks. Morrison needs to get the ball to Powell, but the space is closed down. Plays the ball into the space. If she needed to lift the ball into the space. They know they have to move the ball quickly. It's a matter of doing it. The ball's gone through the legs of Margalotta, the centre back for Argentina. She's looking for a free hit, and she gets it via the sideline. Ball took a deflection, but still in the control of the Argentine players. There'll be a free hit to Australia. Mitchell Taverner is free. The ball's played to Towers, top of the circle, but they just queue up to take the ball off her. And at the risk of repeating myself, if they try to go through the top of the circle all the time, they'll have problems for the next 25 minutes. They need to develop something around the outside and then go back and across. The danger situation from this type of strategy is every top coach in the world is at this match watching, making copious notes, taking video, and you can imagine they're saying to themselves, well, this is the way to play Australia. Get everybody behind the ball, And I can imagine the Germany and the teams of that calibre thinking to themselves, well, this is what we'll do. I can see Great Britain coaching staff here. They'll be making copious notes. We could see a lot of this in Sydney. Mitchell Taverner plays the ball into space. Can't believe the umpire blew that. The ball was only about 3 inches off the ground. But they blow it, she did. Oh, good tackle by Skirving, a wonderful tackle. Said her form's been quite outstanding. The Argentina defence is coping with the Hockey Rouge forward line quite easily, in fact. This will be providing Richard Charles with a whole lot of information as we see Skirving chase back. And one of the things about Angie Skirving is her leg speed is tremendous. And there she is. She's a great athlete, and she was easily able to pick up the inside right number 8, Luciana Amar from Argentina. Another good tackle by Skirving. Ferrari had the ball over on the line. The Argentine players don't want to give the Australian players any angle to work with. They'll play up and down the same side, hoping for an error. And here's an opportunity. The ball is defended by Bianca Langham, I suspect, but the ball goes in the air. Exactly what the Argentine players are looking for. And this is their penalty corner number 1 for this half, the second for the match. Australia had 6 in the first half and have had 1 in the second half. Danger time for the Hockey Rouge. As Arcega is at the top of the circle, look for the variation. Well run down by Skirving, the shot saved by the keeper. Important save by the keeper, Rachel Imerson. Work the ball into space. There's a lot of feet there. It'll be a free hit. There's a Seeger with the red head band. Ball's come out through the Australian defenders. Look at the skills of Masota and Amar. Very, very good in that area. There's Jenny Morris playing in a midfield role today. Arcega again, free hit outside the circle. Australian players down and low, but the ball was lifted, but the umpire did nothing. Testing moments for Bianca Langham and Angie Skirving. Ball played again. Ball hit across the circle by Arcega. No danger there for the Australian team. Ball taken quickly by Dobson to Mitchell Taverner. Kate Starr running free. Bianca Langham moving the ball, but again, moving the ball sideways against Argentina. If you're going to do that, you have to move the ball quickly. Now, Mitchell Taverner, can she run quickly? Here's Gerard. Run forward. An opportunity for Mitchell Taverner. In a one-on-one, trying to play the ball in the circle, but they're back. As soon as the Argentine players get the ball, they look for a foot so they can get a free hit and get players in their normal positions, slow the game, take the tempo away from the Australians, take the rhythm out of the game and just build it. It's not pretty, but it's effective. Gerard. Carruthers is back on. Irving's off, having a rest. Probably a well-earned rest, in fact. Stepnick runs out of defence with the ball, unattended, uncontested, plays the ball wide, looking for Ferrari. Ferrari will undoubtedly look for Amar. Pulls inside, one-on-one, but there's Starr, plays the ball. Bianca Langham will get a free hit. Needs to take the free hit quickly. Use her hitting skills, but not there. Not there, because they love you to play up and down the line. Now here's the opportunity for Gerard to run forward. But again, there's the Argentine players ganging up to tackle. Ferrari running out of defence. Australia can change the direction of the play here through Morris. Morris needs to go forward, give the ball to Hawkes. Hawkes is running, this is what they're looking for. Hudson on the right, they need to go wider. Hudson using her skills, but a very good tackle by the Argentine defenders. They've seen all this before, and that's Arondo. Arondo, number 16 from Argentina. Dobson taking the free hit quickly. Mitchell Taverner sees Starr overlapping, but Argentina will get a free hit. Once again, good play by Omar, but the ball was kicked. Now they do it. They come out through Karen Smith. Argentina have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 back already. There's no space. And once again, an interception. I'm not sure the Australian girls are playing that smart since half time as to how to penetrate this. I'm sure. Now here's an opportunity. Now they need to run the ball, and they do that. They run the ball. Here's Trinity Powell, but again, no, the umpire said obstruction. Well, Argentina are unlucky there. Here's Hudson. Wants to play the ball. Miss pushes the ball. Ball to Starr. Free hit to Australia. Hudson on the left of the circle. Pulls the ball back. Good play. Well umpired. No penalty corner. Wasn't a penalty corner. The players are calling for it. Starr looking for Hawkes. Won't find her there. Out comes Romaldo. Oh, lovely pass, Amar. Oh no, good tackle by Morrison. She needed to. Now there's a chance for Australia if they go with speed, but they don't have the numbers for it. Hawkes is absolutely mobbed by the Argentine defenders. Oh, clever play. Clever play. Number 15 gets the ball. Hernandez. Hernandez going forward. Bianca Langham will get the free hit. She needs to use her hitting skill. She does that. The contest by Mitchell Taverner draws, eliminates Smith. Hudson. Smith's on. She needs to get the ball now though, but it's too late. Hudson going to the circle. Again loses the ball, and it will be a long corner for Australia. And with 16 minutes of play remaining, they've gone almost 54 minutes without a goal being scored. You wouldn't have believed that. The Hockey Rouge being held scoreless by this Argentina. Absolute resolute, very disciplined and well-drilled defence. And this is a clear message to the Hockey Rouge that you can expect this at the Olympics. And the holidays are over in terms of getting a lot of space. Hawks down the right wing. This is where they need to be. But again, that stopping tackle by Romaldo. Dobson. Mitchell Taverner. Dobson into the corner. Get the ball across. That's what she's looking to do. Now, opportunity to get it across. No, I don't think so. It wasn't a goal. No, it wasn't a goal. The umpire was right there. It was actually off the Argentine defender's stick. Wasn't touched by an Australian player, despite the fact that everybody appealed for it, which is only just natural. They appealed for it, but the umpire made the correct decision. Carruthers tries to run through. She dribbles onto the defender's stick. As we speak, the crowd is just starting to build in the stadium because the gold medal match today between the Netherlands and Germany will certainly be a full house. And of course the Netherlands women's team, probably the Hockeyroos' greatest threat to the possibility of another gold medal for the Hockeyroos at the Olympic Games. But that's still a long way off. They have a lot of work to do today in this match. There's 14.5 minutes of play remaining. Bianca Langham, Morrison. Again, they poke the ball onto the flat stiff. Aymar, good tackle by Smith. Another good tackle by Smith. Gets the ball to Hudson. She needs to lay the ball off. That's a good... Hawks has an opportunity in the circle. This will be a penalty corner for absolute sure. Oh, you can't believe it. I can't believe it. And the crowd in front of me, including all the Dutch crowd, can't possibly imagine why that wasn't a penalty corner. Richard Charlesworth is beside himself. But here's Hawks again. An opportunity for a goal. This is a penalty corner. Rochelle Hawks, who normally doesn't talk to the umpires, having more to say, and probably rightly so, but penalty corner number 2 for Australia. Well, there's no denying this Argentine defence. They'll be sorely tested here because Bianca Langham has come up to take the penalty corner. The push out is not in a good position. It's pushed wide. There'll be another penalty corner, and they'd be hoping that Kate Starr gets this on the spot as she normally does. She's a very good pusher of the ball. And I think the Australian players are in two minds here as to whether to show the rest of the world one of their well-rehearsed penalty corners before the Olympics, or just go through with what they've got in their match plan, which is basically to either hit or flick. Let's watch it carefully and see. There's the dummy, Bianca Langham, but again, too slow. So this is the 9th penalty corner. Still no message from Charlesworth on the bench as to what penalty corner variation they'll use. So, knowing Richard Charlesworth, I'll be very doubtful whether he'll show the rest of the world what he wants to do at the Olympics. That's it. Quite a nice movement. But again, the goalkeeper, Antoniska. And there's a chance for Argentina on the breakaway. 13, Martigo goes into the circle. This is dangerous because this is Garcia, but the Australian players swamp her, but it hit a foot. And a penalty corner for Argentina. It's their second penalty corner for this half, and it just shows you how quickly. There's Garcia. Oh, I tell you what, she was a bit lucky there, Lou Dobson. She reached over, and when you tackle from behind, you can get into all sorts of bother with the penalty stroke, but umpire's given a penalty corner. Scored 0-0, 11 minutes, or just under 12 minutes of play remaining. Now Argentina have some very good penalty corner variations. Let's see if they use one here. There it is, the sweep. And Australia's, now here's a chance for Australia. They've got the numbers, but they have to go quickly. They have to move the ball. They're doing that. Karen Smith, no, she goes to Morrison. Morrison, top of the circle, plays the ball back to Mitchell Taverner. Get the ball falls. The Mitchell Taverner played the ball onto a foot. So the ball's going from one end of the field to another. It's a nice play by Mitchell Taverner to get the ball to Morrison. I thought she'd made the wrong choice, but Morrison brought the ball back onto the right-hand side. The ball was played onto a foot. But this is, in fact, the 10th penalty corner for the Hockeyroos. Now this time, Jenny Morris is in the battery. The chance there, the ball in front of the circle, in front of the goalkeeper, in the middle of the circle. But Antoniska makes the save. The umpire calls an obstruction. And there, you'll see it there. And yes, a bit of pushing and shoving on the Argentina defender. Now, they come out wide, again on the right wing, breakaway down the right. They're looking for Garcia. They go wide on the right-hand side. If you play the ball in the circle, here's Garcia. Will she gets the ball? No, good tackle by Morris. Now up they come again. There's a lot of very tired bodies on this pitch, but Argentina have done all the work. They're not going to give it away easily now. Arondo plays the ball back to the ice-cool Arsiga. To Margalotta, out wide, but just a fraction misdirected. Morrison plays the ball to Carruthers. Carruthers runs with the ball, gets the ball to Brooke Morrison. She's strong. She plays the ball into the circle. That's a great pass by Morrison. She gets the ball back underneath. The umpire's called play on. Everybody thinks it's going to be a penalty corner except the umpire. And it will be another 16-yard hit to Argentina. And if you played the ball back underneath as we watch the replay, well, in fact, that wasn't a penalty corner. I'm not here, but the umpire said nope. And Hudson runs into the circle again. They're starting to apply some pressure, but this time a long corner. Nikki Hudson, as she was Nikki Mott, for being recently married. Morris getting the ball, but no, didn't get the ball going. Jenny Morris has struggled with that movement today, getting the ball going right. Garcia runs. Number 2 wants to play the ball, but a good tackle by Bianca Langham. She plays the ball back to Romaldi. Romaldi pulls around Smith, but she'll pull the ball back and go back to Arondo. Wide, looking for Margalotta. Margalotta's looking, there's a player running free. Ferrari down the right-hand side. The ball wasn't given to her, but as you can see the clock on the top of the screen, 61 minutes of play elapsed. This is danger time. How many matches have I seen in my career where I've seen a match like this and suddenly the opposition score in the last minute or two? It actually happened to the Hockeyroos against Germany. Germany scored in the last 30 seconds of that match, really to put the Hockeyroos out of contention. Garcia pulls the ball back inside. Amar, great skills, but umpire gave Australia Hockeyroos a good free hit then. Here's Smith, dummies over the ball. Mitchell Taverner. Hudson in a one-on-one. This is what she likes, a one-on-one, but the Argentines are more than happy to let the ball, to give away a free hit outside the circle, which they did, but a very good free hit taken quickly by Mitchell Taverner. Couldn't find Towers in the circle. Hudson looking to play the ball in this. There's a deflection, and number 16, Aronda from Argentina, has been hit, and Nikki Hudson has gone in to make sure she's all right, and she might have a headache when she wakes up tomorrow morning. And it's deflected up, and that's always the most dangerous thing in sport. Of course, a deflection from a very close-in situation, and this will be a free hit to Australia because it deflected up off her teammate. And Aronda, I wouldn't be surprised, there's a deflection. I wouldn't be surprised if Aronda doesn't go off, but these Argentine players are tough, and she's going to stay on. Great rounds of applause from this crowd. Oh, the ball hit across the circle, but Mitchell Taverner diving could not get that much needed deflected goal that the Hockeyroos are searching for. And with 7 minutes of play remaining, you just get the distinct feeling that this game is going to end in a draw, and then might have to go to extra time to decide which team wins the bronze medal. Still 6 minutes 50 remaining. The ball played beautifully to Starr. She tried to deflect it into the circle, but missed completely. The ball goes over the sideline, and Argentina have a chance to rebuild their attack. Arondo. There's no way, if she passes there, is the ball going to go 1 metre, and it didn't go 1 metre, and the umpire just ignored it completely. There's a good pass. Now here's a chance for Smith. Hudson's there, Towers there, she plays the ball back. Little reverse by Gerard into the circle, and it's another penalty corner number 11. The Argentine players are claiming that it was dangerous. If you watch here, as Gerard scoops the ball up. Well, in fact, I'd have to agree with the Argentine players. The ball seemed to lob off Gerard's stick, which created a dangerous situation, but somehow Australia got a penalty corner. I'm sure they'll take it. As Morris, top of the circle. There's the ball stopped. Morris into the goal. That's the one. That's the one the Hockeyroos have waited for, and they've rated 65 minutes before Jenny Morris cracks the ball into the back of the net. And with 5.5 minutes of play remaining, Jenny Morris has scored for the Hockeyroos on a penalty corner in somewhat controversial circumstances, it have to be said, but it was a beautiful struck penalty corner. And there's Jenny Morris on your screen, and that's her value in the team. And certainly it's great to see her back after that knee reconstruction and some other injury problems she had. But this game's not over yet, as Amar's got the free right in the forward line, but unfortunately tries to take the free hit so quickly and plays the ball over the goal line. The ball comes out through Gerard. Gerard running down the left, plays the ball to Mott. Mott steals the ball, gets it back again. Another opportunity, running free on the right-hand side is Hawks. The ball doesn't have enough pace on it. Hawks dummies, pulls inside, looks along the back line. The ball's played over the goal line and very cunningly played over the goal line by the Argentine defence. Morris rushes up, plays the ball, but too slow, getting the free hit in. And the Argentine girl, number 6, I suspect that is Stepnik. It's just real. No, it's not Stepnik. It is in fact gets a hit on the knee. And in the meantime, a shot at goal by Australia is saved, and the Argentine players will come out through Asiga. Asiga to Ferrari. This will be a free hit as Hernandez is gang tackled. Asiga plays the ball wide to Romaldo. She runs with the ball. There's a lot of Australian players there. There's Amar. Bianca Langham gets the ball, but the ball pops up, runs off her body, so it'll be a free hit to Argentina with just under 4 minutes of play remaining. Romaldo, number 10. It's very clever. Tries one. Well, she'll be looking for a foot, and Australian defenders need to be careful because they put their body on the line, and that's a deliberate breach outside the circle, so they're a little fortuitous there. The ball is played into the circle, but in fact it is a 16-yard hit. The umpire in the circle actually got it wrong, but then asked for confirmation from the trailing umpire, and the trailing umpire Renee Cohen said no, it came off an Argentine player, therefore it is a 16-yard hit, which was in fact the correct decision. Now his star, they got the numbers, they got a 3-on-1, but then the tackle, a stopping tackle by Stepnik. Now it's not so important now because Australia have already got the goal they're looking for. Here's an opportunity, a good deflection from not Garcia, but in fact Asiga. There's Morris looking for the free hit. Ball again trying to go through the head of the circle. Argentina had 4 players guarding the head of the circle. They're very good at it. There's Ferrari. She's looking for Omar. The ball falls fortuitously to her, and she's away down the right-hand side. You know, she's looking for a 1-on-1, but a great tackle by Jenny Morris. Mitchell Taverner comes out, dribbles the ball out, which is always dangerous. She loses possession. Here's Aneta running across the top of the circle. The Australians are gang tackling, and, well, that's an interesting decision. The umpire rules stick check. Aneta looks at her with that quizzical look that players give umpires, but no explanation. And just over 2 minutes of play remaining as Angie Skirving gets the ball to Hawks, who can't control it. It's Kate Starr taking up that very important centre midfield role at this stage of the game. Well, that was lucky by, she played the ball in the air and got the free hit. So Morris looking for the ball to Hawks. Hawks will play the ball into space, but Romaldo is very, very clever, makes the interception. Skirving to Morris. Morris using her hitting skills. Ball played to Oneta in a 1-on-1 with Bianca Langham. Bianca Langham makes the tackle. It'll be a free hit. Oh, Argentina won't be happy with that because they were on their way to the circle and the umpire blew the whistle. Just on a minute of play remaining. Free hit outside the circle. Here's Garcia. She'll be looking for a foot. That's a great tackle by Hawks. Very, very important tackle by Rochelle Hawks. You don't play in 3 Olympic teams and 2 World Cup teams and not have that experience, and this is where that experience comes to the fore. What to do with less than a minute of play remaining, but there's the free hit taken by Argentina, and Garcia unfortunately hits the ball in the air. Now this needs to be settled. They don't need to take the free hit quickly, but they do. They need to be careful because they're outnumbered. They've got a lot of players around the ball. Bianca Langham playing the ball up the line to Farrell. Farrell using her strength. You can't believe that decision, but you can hear Richard Charlesworth saying, "Oh, what?" But the fact of the matter is, it's a free hit to Argentina, just on the 25. There are 3 seconds of play remaining. The ball's played into the circle, but the siren goes, and Australia have won the bronze medal at the 22nd Champions Trophy, and they probably deserved it. But when you look at this match statistics, there's no question they had the majority of the play. But you have to give full credit to the Argentine players who came out with a match plan. They implemented that match plan, and it took Australia to about the 63rd minute before Jenny Morris on a penalty corner hammered one into the back of the net to give the Hockey Roos a victory, 1-0. That goalkeeper Antoniska from Argentina was very, very good. And there we see the scoreline at the Champions Trophy in Amstelveen, the bronze medal awarded to the Hockey Roos when they won 1-0 against Argentina. There's the replay of the penalty corner, and Morris, actually a goalkeeping error, as you can see, went under the goalkeeper's glove and up. Watch it from the other angle. There's the error, and Taniska would not be happy with that, but Jenny Morris would have been very happy, and obviously Nikki Hudson is giving her husband, I suspect, a little kiss. Is Kate Starr. The Argentine players being congratulated on a job well done. And I know they'll be disappointed they didn't get the bronze medal. They will go to the Olympic Games in the full knowledge that they can match it with the Australian girls if they stick with the match plan, deny the Australian players space, and in fact stop that free-flowing play that the Hockey Roos are noted for. And of course, as we speak, the crowd are just going off to have a drink and get themselves refreshed for the gold medal match that followed this game. But in the meantime, from Amstelveen, Australia 1, Argentina 0.
This has been a C7 Sport presentation.
Get started today at Harvey Norman for